Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about some deviations that occur in financial maths, and this is part 14 of our financial maths series, and we're going to be deeply discussing about no payment that is made at the end. Alright, so let's go ahead and read the instructions. Now, April invests 2,000 rands per quarter for 4 years. Her first payment is made immediately, and her last payment is made 3 months before the end of the 4 years, right? Now, the interest rate is 12%. Per annum compounded quarterly. Now, how much will she have at the end of 4 years? All right. So, in order for us to do that, we can actually see this by using our timeline, right? So we know that firstly, she opened an account, and then there was payments that she made at the end for the first year, and then another payment for the second year, and then other payments made for the third year, and other payments made for the fourth year. So now, in order for us to understand how to answer this, we need to understand how many payments were made in each year, right? So now again, first we're going to start here. When she opened the account, she immediately made her first payment, right? Then after that, for the whole year, she made payment for each or every quarter. So it means now she made all 4 payments for the first year, all right? And then for the second year, another 4 payments were made because she paid in each and every quarter. And then at the end of third year, she did the same thing. But then now in the fourth year, she actually stopped, right, 3 months before. So it means she only made 3 payments. Then now here, there's this gap here. There's this gap here that she left, and which means there was no payment at the end, right? There was no payment that was at the end there. So this is where we have our gap. So now, in order for us to get this now, it means now we need to explain what happens when we have that gap. All right. So now, first thing that we're going to do is we need to calculate our future value and see how much it is up until there. Then from there, we're going to discuss that one. All right. So the information that we have here is that she's paying 2,000 rand per quarter, and that the interest, it is 12% compounded quarterly, right? And then now here we see that the payments that or deposits that she made were actually 16, because it's 1 plus 3, that is 4, and then I have other 4s, 3, which is gonna give me 16, right? Now notice that there's still this space that I haven't discussed here, right? Okay, so now let's see how much is the future value for that, right? So future value is x into 1 plus I to the power of n minus 1, and then this is over I. So substituting this, we have 2,000, then we have 1 plus 12% over 4 to the power of 16 minus 1, and then we divide all of this with 12% over 4. Now let's see how much we get here. So taking our calculator. Now taking our calculator here, we'll have 2,000, or let me first write this as a fraction. Here we go. 2,000 into 1 plus 12% over 4 to the power of 16 minus 1 over 12% over 4. Let's see what we get. So we are getting 40,313 rand, 40,313 rand, comma 76 cents. All right. Then now from there we have this last payment, right? So therefore there was no payment. There was no payment that happened. Now, because of there was no payment that happened, it means the money growed compoundedly using the compound interest, right? Now we know what is the formula for the compound interest. So the compound interest, it is P into 1 plus I into N, right? So P here is basically our future value, and then the N, it is the number of quarters that are left. So it means in this case, the interest is going to be charged only once, right? So now here A would then be 40,313.76 cents into 1 plus 12%, 12% over 4. Now this is basically raised into only 1/4, right? Only 1/4. So A will then be, so we're going to press this into our calculator. So I'll just take my answer 313,76 into 1 plus 12% over 4 to the power of 1. So it means it is 41,523, 17 cents. And that is how we find our no payment. And that's it for this video. Into the next video, we're going to be talking about when there is a deferred annuity. And I'm going to see you on to that one. Cheers.